Baseball's here. Baseball's here. Baseball's here. Hello, guys. I'm Timothy Earle with Earle Sports Bets and Picks Parlays, and welcome back to another edition of Ballin with Tim Earle. Opening day college baseball. Yes, I realize you're not able to bet this on the site. It's not available on the site. That's fine. We have opening day baseball. There's no NBA besides the All-Star game, which is garbage. One NHL game. College basketball's got a very small card. Opening day college baseball. Yeah, you knew I was jumping over here. Before we jump into it, all of our plays, though, for all the other sports are over on picksandparlays.net/Tim. That's where you can find them all. And make sure you guys are following Earle Sports Bets, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. That's where you can find the rest of my college baseball card. Because this is 4 games. I think I'm going to have 7 or 8 plays in college baseball. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys follow all the socials. Let's jump into it, and we'll start off with the Duke Blue Devils they're against Indiana. This one is it's actually in Coastal Carolina, and Duke is a -175. No totals. During the regular seasons, totals are very sparse until later on, like earlier, right before game time. Normally, you'll see a little bit of totals pop up. But you got Duke coming off of a really good year, 39-24. They went into Coastal's regional, and they won the Coastal regional. Set them up in a super regionals match to get to Omaha against Virginia, where they won the first game, got blown out the second game, got blown out the third game, and got knocked out. Virginia ended up going to Omaha. Kind of a rough spot there for Duke, but coming off of a great year. On the opposite side, you got Indiana, who also had a good year last year, finishing 43-20. They went into the Kentucky regional, where they won the first 2 games and then lost back-to-back games in the Kentucky regional to unfortunately get knocked out there. Kentucky ended up moving on to the Supers. I like this Indiana team. I think they're going to be dangerous come possibly winning their conference. I think Duke overachieved. I think they're a little bit overrated this year. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to take Indiana plus the 135. Speaking of teams that I really like, Campbell is hosting UC Santa Barbara. UC Santa Barbara is the favorite in this one, -160, with no total, of course. And I'm very high on Campbell. They're not ranked to start the year. UC Santa Barbara is ranked 17th to start the year. I am on Campbell in this matchup. This is a Campbell team that went 46-15 last year, lost in the South Carolina Regional. Santa Barbara did not make the tournament last year, so a little bit of a disappointing year for Santa Barbara, going 35-20. Unfortunately, crapped out in their conference tournament and did not make it in. So you got that. I like Campbell, especially in Campbell. They're going to have a really good home field advantage this year. I'm taking them plus the 135. Let's head to another North Carolina school, Charlotte. They're hosting Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech's a -130 in this one. And this is a Virginia Tech team that had a very disappointing 2023. They went 30-23, did not make the tournament, which is crazy because this is a Virginia Tech team that was number 4 in the nation going into the 2022 NCAA tournament. They end up losing in their own regionals in that one, but to Oklahoma, which ended up making it to the Omaha and everything. So that was kind of crazy to see. Charlotte coming off of a really nice year. They went 36-28. They won Conference USA, and then they end up going into the Tennessee regional, where the Clemson regional, where they beat Tennessee. They lost to Tennessee. They beat Lipscomb. They beat Clemson. They lost to Tennessee in the final game. So they barely missed out on making super regionals. I like Charlotte. I think they're going to be the toughest competition for ECU in the American this year because they did move conferences because that was their last year in Conference USA. I do think they're going to be the hardest competition there for them. I like Charlotte at even money. Let's jump into the final game, which is Washington and Long Beach State. Long Beach State's a -130, -120. And I like this one. I like the Dirtbags. This is a scrappy team. Now, Unfortunately for them, they did not make the conference. They did not make the tournament last year. They finished 33-22, which was in the Big West. In the Big West, they're not good enough to get in there. On the opposite side, you got Washington, who had kind of a rough year as well. Neither of these teams made the conference tournament. They went 35-20. And they did make the regionals. They were in the Dalbap region. They beat Dalbap the first game, lost to Oral Roberts in the winner matchup, and then they lost to Dalbap in the second time they faced and got knocked out. So missed out on that one. But I do like Long Beach State. The Dirtbags are always quite scrappy. I did get to see them in Greenville last year. Very solid team. I like Long Beach State minus 120 in this one. College baseball. I'm super, super excited for it. We're going to have a lot of plays throughout the year, but it's not available on the site. What is available up on the site, college basketball, MLB, NBA, NHL, all of those linked down below, picksandparlays.net/Tim. And make sure you guys are following on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. College baseball time, Indiana, plus 135. Campbell, plus 125. Even money with Charlotte and Long Beach, minus 120. That's going to do it for this edition. Ballin' out with Tim Earle. Thank you guys for watching.